Alright guys, so the last time we did just the basic masking, then we did a shape tween masking, and now what we're going to do is a motion tween masking. So in order to remember, if we remember how motion tweens are created, what we really want to do is convert that to a symbol. So I'm just going to get F8 to convert it to a symbol. I'm going to go to the modify menu, convert to symbol, and I'm just going to call this base mask, and I'm going to save it as a movie clip. And then what I can do now is I'm going to go out to 48 frames as I did last time, and I'm going to hit F6 to put in another keyframe, and then I'm just going to go out to 48 frames on my image layer and hit F5 to add additional frames. Notice I didn't add an F6, I just did an F5, and that just adds additional frames. Now what I can do is do a standard motion tween by moving my motion tweens around, my objects around, then coming in anywhere in between and creating a motion tween. And now when I run my movie, I get basically the same effect as I got before, but it's a motion tween rather than a shape tween. Well, you're probably wondering why I would want to do one or the other. The shape tween, I can actually morph the shape over time, so if I was trying to get that effect, that's what I'd want to do. However, if I was trying to get an effect of something kind of moving through space or moving differently, I might want to use a motion tween, and let's do that next. In fact, let's do that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just undo everything I just did, and I'm going to show you why right up to this point. I want to come out here, and what I want to do is I want to double click on this guy. So I want to make sure those other two layers are broken. This is a movie clip, so I want to come in and I want to double click on that. Now I need to create this into another movie clip, so I'm going to do that by going up under modify, convert to symbol, and I'm going to give this a name as mask Annie. It doesn't really matter what I'm giving it the name as. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm creating a movie clip that's going to be self-contained, and then I'm going to take that movie clip, which is inside of the base mask, and attach that to my main timeline, and then that will mask what's going on. So I need to add another layer, so I'm going to add another layer, and I'm going to come out to 48. Now the reason I'm doing 48 is because I have 12 frames per second, and I'm just doing it for that period of time. So now I have my animation and I have my starting point, so I'm going to just decide where my starting point is on my animation. I'm going to put it up over here someplace, and then I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to click on this one here, which adds a motion guide. And then what I'm going to do is grab my pen tool, and with my pen tool I'm just going to draw right over what I'm doing an animation line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my last frame, and I'm going to make sure that that snaps to the last frame. See how when I get close it's going to snap? There we go. I want to make sure I got that. And then I'm just going to create a motion guide, motion tween, and there you go. And notice that it's following that guide. So that's what I wanted it to do. So let's go back to the main timeline and now take a look at what this is. When we run our movie, because that movie clip is on its own timeline, it's going to follow that path that we wanted it to follow, and it's also going to mask that layer. Because it's a movie clip, it can mask that layer. So that's a little bit more involved as an animated mask, but it's a great technique to know and to be able to use in your arsenal. Alright, till next time, enjoy.